respective, respective, respective.
This word means something belongs or is related to each person or thing separately, rather than all together. Here is a sample sentence. The respective teams, Team A and Team B, will compete against each other in the championship game. In this example, respective means belonging or relating to each team individually. It's used to distinguish between two or more things that are separate and distinct from one another.
Respectively, respectively, respectively.
This word means to take turns or mention things one after another, usually in a list or order. Here is a sample sentence using the word respectively. The two brothers, John and Michael, were awarded first and second place in the competition, respectively. In this example, respectively means that the awards are being given to each brother in the order listed. John gets first place, and Michael gets second place.
Respond, respond, respond.
This action means to react or answer something that has happened or been said. Here is a sample sentence. The teacher asked the students to respond to her question about the assignment, and several hands shot up in the air. In this example, respond means to give an answer or reaction to something.
Responsibility, responsibility, responsibility.
It's the feeling that you have to do something because it needs to be done, and someone is counting on you to get it right. Here's a sample sentence. As the team leader, it's my responsibility to ensure that all tasks are completed on time and to a high standard. This sentence demonstrates how the word responsibility can be used in context to convey a sense of duty or obligation.
Responsible, responsible, responsible.
It means being accountable for something or someone, and doing what's right to take care of them. Here's a sample sentence. As the head of the project, she was responsible for ensuring that all deadlines were met and the final product was of high quality. In this sentence, responsible means having the duty or obligation to do something.
Restless, restless, restless.
This feeling is when you can't calm down or stay still, often because you're thinking about something else or wanting to do something different. Here is a sample sentence. After a long, tiring flight, Sarah felt restless and couldn't wait to get out of the airport and start her vacation.
Restore, restore, restore.
To make something that was broken or damaged good again. Here's a sample sentence. The conservation team worked tirelessly to restore the historic mansion's original grandeur by repairing the damaged plaster and repainting the walls. In this sentence, restore means to return something. In this case, the mansion, to its original state or condition.
Restrain, restrain, restrain.
To stop someone or something from doing something they might do, often because it's not allowed or safe. Here is a sample sentence. The police officer had to restrain the violent suspect until backup arrived. In this example, restrain means to hold or keep someone from doing something, often because they are being aggressive or violent.
Restraint, restraint, restraint.
It's the ability to control or hold back something, like emotions or actions, when you might otherwise do them freely. Here is a sample sentence. The judge ordered the defendant to show restraint in his public statements, warning him that any inflammatory comments could jeopardize his bail. In this example, restraint refers to self-control or moderation, particularly in one's words or actions.
Restrict, restrict, restrict.
To limit or stop something from happening, doing, or being done. Here is a sample sentence. The new policy restricts employees from taking more than 2 weeks of vacation time per year.
Restriction, restriction, restriction.
It's something that limits or stops you from doing something, often because of rules or laws. Here is a sample sentence. The government imposed a restriction on travel to the country due to concerns about a new virus outbreak. This sentence demonstrates how the word restriction can be used in context. implying a limitation or prohibition on something. In this case, travel.
restrictive, restrictive, restrictive,
This word means something that limits or stops you from doing something, often by making rules or conditions that are too strict. Here's a sample sentence. The restrictive clause in the contract limited the company's ability to expand into new markets. In this example, restrictive means limiting or controlling something, in this case, the company's expansion, in a way that prevents it from being as free or open as it could be.
resume, resume, resume,
It's a written list that shows your work experience, skills, and education to help others know what you can do. Here is a sample sentence. After graduating from college, she spent several months updating her resume to highlight her relevant coursework and internship experience. This sentence demonstrates how the word resume can be used in context. Let me know if you have any other questions.
retail, retail, retail,
This refers to selling things directly to people, usually in small amounts, for them to take home or use right away. Here is a sample sentence. The department store was a major retail outlet in the city, offering a wide selection of clothing and household goods.
retailer, retailer, retailer,
A person or business that sells things to customers, usually after they have been made or bought from someone else. Here is a sample sentence. The local electronics retailer was offering a discount on all TVs and laptops this weekend.
retain, retain, retain,
This means to keep something, like an idea or a skill, so you don't forget it. Here's a sample sentence. The company will retain its top employees by offering them competitive salaries and benefits. In this example, retain means to keep or continue to employ someone.
retire, retire, retire,
This means to stop working or doing something you've been doing for a long time, usually because you're getting older or have earned the right to take a break. Here is a sample sentence. After working for 40 years, she decided to retire and spend her golden years traveling with her husband.
retirement, retirement, retirement,
It's when someone stops working and doing their job, usually because they've reached an age where they're allowed to do so, or after many years of hard work. Here is a sample sentence. After working for 40 years, she finally retired and was able to travel and pursue her hobbies without worrying about a daily commute.
retort, retort, retort,
This word means to strongly disagree or respond sharply to something someone has said. It's often used when you think they're wrong or unfair, and you want to make them see things from a different point of view. Here is a sample sentence. The scientist was quick to retort with a witty explanation that left her opponent speechless. In this example, retort means to respond quickly and cleverly to something said or done by someone else.
retreat, retreat, retreat,
It's when you go away from something or somewhere, often to rest or be alone for a while. Here is a sample sentence. After a long and exhausting hike, the group decided to retreat to their campsite for some rest and refreshment. In this example, retreat means to withdraw or go back to a place of safety or comfort.